Hi, my name is Daryl, and this is Coffee Break Linux. Today, this lesson for Linux will be using USB keys or an external hard drive, how to access it, how to get your documents out, how to put your documents in, what can you do with it, and I'll show you how it's done because it's done completely different to other operating systems. So what is a USB? For those who don't know what a USB is, USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. And that is the serial data transfer from a external peripheral such as an external hard drive or a USB key to the computer itself. There's a difference between USB flash keys and external hard drives, and how that is on the external hard drive, basically it's just a hard drive on the outside of the computer where you can plug it into a different system anytime you want and drag, drop, add, remove files, folders, everything. Whereas a USB key is a memory chip. It just stores information and whatnot. You can boot from it. You can do everything a hard drive would, essentially. It's just different in look. With USB, there's three types. There's 1.1, 2.0, and 3.0. 1.1 is the oldest and slowest of the three for transfer rates. USB 2 is what you normally see in every computer and laptop that there is that has a standard rate, speed, what have you. And the more recent model of motherboards and laptops have now USB 3, which is a much faster transfer rate than the other ones. Now, they're all compatible within each other. Only problem is if you're using them on USB 2, USB 3, whatever, you are going at the speed of what the key can do. So if you have a USB 1.1 and you want to use it in a USB 3, you'll be going as fast as a USB 1 because the USB 3 port will not speed up your USB key. So now we're going to start with showing you how it's done. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop in the USB key. I'll open up my home folder. See, you have a bunch of stuff on the side. You see where a file system is. That is your hard drive in the system. As you can see, I have to click on it and I gain access to it. Now the same thing's going to happen right below when I plug in the USB key. Because then you see TRSF. We click on it and there it is. The folder is empty, but we notice an eject key. Now how that works is the USB key and external hard drives, when they're connected to a Linux, they are there. You could see that the USB key is plugged in or the external hard drive is plugged in, but you cannot access it until you mount. Now mounting, it was like you saw, I just clicked on it, the eject button came up. That means it's mounted. Now once it's mounted, which means we can go back, and I have a folder here with a bunch of pictures in this test folder, which means now we can drag and drop. So we take these pictures here, I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it in there. Boom. Transferring it over. And there they are. They are now on the key. If I want to get rid of them, I just select and delete, and they're gone. Now, what I just did when I brought the pictures over, you notice there is a copy of those here, and there's a copy of the same ones in the USB key. Well, what we're going to do this time is, instead of copying and pasting, we're going to cut. We right click, cut, You notice how it went all faded? We go here, we right click, and we paste. So now that one picture is now in the USB key. And if we want to go take it back, another way you could do this too is when you have it selected, you press Control X. That means you've cut it. You go back to the folder you want it in, you do Control V, and that is for the paste. Now you want to do, okay, we want to have this folder with all these pictures in here only on the USB key. We want it gone from here. So what we do is we select the folder, Control X, copy, or cut, sorry. Control X is cut, Control C is copy. We go back to the USB key. Now we do Control V for paste. And that throws in the folder with all of the pictures. And as you can see, it's not here anymore. It is gone from the home folder. So now, we want to take it off, so we'll do the Control X action once more. Come back here and Control V. So now say we want to, you can also drag and drop, which I'll do here, and then we go, okay, so we have everything on the USB key. So now we'll take the USB key out. Now on the other systems it was as easy as pulling it out. Not with Linux. With Linux you have to eject the drive, unmount the drive. Basically what that means is now, as it is right now, as it's plugged in, you have access to and from it. Basically becomes part of the computer. Once you click the eject, then this is nothing to do with the computer. You can remove it. So we're going to go over here on the side. This is the eject button. We click, and now your USB is ejected. And that's how you use the USB on a Linux. I thank you for joining me on this 4th lesson, and I hope you join us next time on our 5th lesson, which will be a overview of applications on this Linux operating system. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you join us again. Thank you.